Hello, guys. Today we are just going to talk about some advices that I personally give to people in the gym. First of all, you know, when you're doing chest, I need you to think about, when you put your shoulders, you gotta do this movement that is put your shoulders up, you pull them back, and then you put it down, and now you feel all the tension and you really feel activated your chest, and that's how you normally do your presses. But you always try to do that movement of like, you know, so you can actually work the muscle that you're perfectly looking for. Other thing I'm gonna say too is remember to actually breathe. It's a lot of times that even for me, I need to be conscious about my breathing technique because there's sometimes that we hold our breath when we push it and we couldn't we couldn't sometimes we finish a set before it actually the muscle um fa- fails. Sometimes it was about because we didn't breathe enough and we just wanted to take it off. But no, you need to concentrate about your breathing, you concentrate about your doing, and concentrating to actually pushing that particular muscle. Other thing that I wanted to say too is when you're lifting, it's pretty important that there is certain exercise that you're gonna have to put your feet in the ground, and you kind of have to imagine like you're pushing your feet like straight, like you have them stuck in the place, and you kind of have to imagine like you're pushing them like this. So because when you have your body, your whole tension, you're able to push in a sense that muscle or that exercise with more freedom without really feeling any other type of muscle. You have your whole body intention. Like think about it, like the people that do compete in these things. I don't know what's the call, but when they compete, you learn that it's not just them doing this strange with the hand. It's their whole body that they go for it, and they're able to, in a sense, be stronger. So this is all things that I done, and I personally feel like my lifts are, they change a lot. But it just takes time. It takes time to learn how to breathe. Takes time to actually uh, learn about your forms, because we all have a different type of forms, in our body. So maybe a form that works for me, maybe for you it hurts a little bit. So you can do your own form. At the end of the day, if you are feeling where you're supposed to feel it, the form it all depends of the party, the party part, the body part. So in that sense, what else can I advise you guys? Okay, so when you're doing back, you know, when you're doing back, I need you to kind of imagine sometimes that you are squeezing your butt. Actually, it helps when you actually doing back and you squeeze a little bit your your butt. It does give you a little bit that more feeling the back. You're like you actually are able to push a little bit more harder. I think that's it for today. Remember that for me, it's always efficiency about the sets. I do pretty short sets. I only do two. So, for example, today I have arm day, right? I got tricep and bicep and a little bit of shoulder. So what I do, I start with tricep. I rest. I did my two sets. I rest 3 minutes between those sets, and then do tricep, bicep, tricep, bicep, tricep, and shoulder between there. But my strongest lift is just tricep and bicep. Shoulder is, you can really raise sometimes 2 minutes because you're doing. I only do side, I only do side and I do real delts. Those are muscles that you normally doesn't take a lot from you, and you can rest 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's not really as much, but there is certain exercise like I do weighted dips that takes a lot of fucking breath from me. So I like to actually really really take my time. So I rest always between 3 minutes, 2 minutes if the muscle is too small. Um, and I do low intent, like low volume, like I only do 6 sets per muscle. So for example, today I'm gonna do 6 sets of tricep and 6 sets of bicep, and resting between my sets. That's how I complete my workouts. Normally, I do two at the end of the workout. I do abs. I feel like normally we normally tend to skip a lot of abs because we always put it at the end. It's like the real delts. Like the real delts are muscles that you always kind of have it at the end of the workout, and sometimes in the beginning you could just get tired of it or you get lazy and you don't do it. So those are muscles that impact a lot in your physique. Real delts, shrunks, caps. Like you need to do these things. So the key factor is that you have to, in a sense, you only need 4 minutes for do me abs or for do me calves. 4 minutes. Think about what is 4 minutes. So when you kind of push yourself into like, okay, 4 minutes is nothing. I'm gonna be able to do it. Consistency, the abs, the shrunks, this you're gonna accumulate, and that's how you grow. You gotta help yourself with being honest with yourself. What is actually 4 minutes? You only gotta do crunch, you only gotta do leg raises, and it's done. So I hope that you guys like these advices, and hope that you guys have a beautiful Friday.